Hey guys, welcome to today's Vehicle Visionary. Today I'm at Mercedes-Benz of Shreveport, and this is the 2021 model of the Mercedes-Benz GLE, and specifically the GLE 63S. Yes, that's correct. This is the 603 horsepower monster SUV that is really very unsuspecting to the average person. If you look at it, it doesn't look nearly as fast as it is, although if you're sitting behind this particular model and it's in the correct mode, you can definitely tell by the exhaust sound that it is no slouch. And we'll take a closer look at that and listen to that later in the video. But before we get too far, let's talk a little bit about the history of the GLE. And it hasn't always been known as the Mercedes-Benz GLE. It actually started out in 1997. It's a mid-size luxury SUV known as the M class. And it didn't change names until the year 2015 when it became known as the GLE. And of course there are multiple trim levels that you can purchase, but today it's all about performance. And I have to know, or have to ask, tell me down in the comments if you saw this sitting in a parking lot. Let me kind of back out of the shot so you can just get a good look at it, and you didn't look at the badges and didn't know exactly what it was, would you look at it and say, man, that is a high performance SUV? Now, just a real quick lesson if you want to know exactly what you're looking at with one of these GLE AMG 63s. The easiest way to tell when you're looking from the front is with the Panamericana grille. This grille is exclusive to the AMG line of Mercedes-Benz vehicles, and it's truly signifying performance. That's what it's all about. That's why you'll only find it on the AMG models. Of course, here under the hood is the 4-liter bi-turbo V8. Like I said, 603 horsepower, and 0 to 60, I believe, is in 3.4 seconds. I'm putting all that information on the screen for you so you can see exactly what those numbers are. A lot of people would likely not pull up next to this at a red light and think it's as fast as it really is, but I'm going to tell you what, it really pushes you back in the seat nice and hard. Now, unfortunately, it didn't have launch mode activated because it hasn't reached the break-in period to do that, so I wasn't able to successfully use launch mode. But who knows, maybe one day one of two things is going to happen. Either I'm going to get my hands on one of these models that has enough mileage on it to have the launch mode activated, or I'm just going to wind up owning my own. That is something I am working towards, and all of you who watch my videos are helping to make that possible. Of course, as a gearhead, I must say, even though there's probably not a whole lot I could do here, but I could polish on the engine underneath here and shine things up, having the ability to raise the hood up this high, that is really, really cool. Now, if we just had more room under the hood, but since I don't really get to work on it, I guess that doesn't really matter. But I'll tell you what, I'm very impressed with the way things look under the hood of this model of the GLE. As we start on the side, of course, you've got the V8 badge here, bi-turbo and 4MATIC. And if you don't know what that means, 4MATIC means this is an all-wheel drive vehicle. By the way, a little tech tip here. What is the difference between all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive? Four-wheel drive, you have to engage. All-wheel drive is all the time. And of course, you've got the power folding side view mirrors, and as you can see, the blinker is built in there. And there are a litany of safety features that I'll list on the screen for you. Feel free to pause the video and take a look at that. And there is a complete list of all that information on the Mercedes-Benz of Shreveport website for this exact vehicle. The link is down in the description, but don't go yet. Keep watching until the video is finished, and then you can click on the link. But as you can see, obviously there is a lot of attention to detail here. Quite a bit of chrome trim on the windows. You've got the roof rails here, the chrome door handles, and even the chrome accents on the bottom down here. Nice wheels on this model. I must say, I'm really impressed with the red brake calipers. That really sets everything off. And there are many places where you will find the AMG logo, including on the calipers themselves. Now, if you're driving your GLE 63S correctly, people are going to be behind you, and behind you a lot. And they're going to see the AMG logo right here, the GLE 63S logo, and you also have the AMG logo on the exhaust tips, or should I say the cosmetic exhaust tips. And while some people may say, I wish those were connected to the exhaust, with the sound that comes from the exhaust system, I don't think it really matters. But one thing that is different here that I will say that separates the rear, just a simple little cosmetic change from the GLC and the GLE that we're looking at today. On those cosmetic exhaust tips, the G or the AMG logo on the GLC is on the top, and on this particular model, the GLE, they're located on the bottom, on the inside of those cosmetic tips. Now, you do have multiple ways to open your rear liftgate. The interior button, you can use the remote. There is a button here on the tailgate itself, and let's see if I can get this to work. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't, based on my personal experience, just because I'm not used to it. But there you go. You can see it's motion activated, and you have a lot of cargo space here. And depending on the options that come with your GLE 63, if the rear seats all fold down, you can maximize your cargo space to 39.3 cubic feet. But you can also do a couple of different things here with the configurations of the rear seats, as you can see on your rear screen, including dropping that middle portion to basically be a pass-through if that's something you so desire. Now, if you want to tow something with this model of GLE, the max towing capacity is 6,600 pounds. Not too bad for a mid-size SUV. And of course, here underneath the rear floor that you can mount to, there's a little hook here that you can mount here just above to hold it up so it stays out of your way, and you do have a full-size spare tire. And I know for a lot of people that watch my videos, instead of having the little tire repair kit, you'd much rather have the spare tire. That's what you have with this model. When it comes to the interior, on every single door sill, all four doors, you have the AMG logo that lights up, so that's really going to look great after dark. Kind of hard to get a really good shot just based on my equipment, but I did the best I could for you with that. But here in the back seat, it's nice and comfortable, plenty of room. I've got the passenger seat way back right now so that when I did my test drive, I could put the camera up there so you could see properly. But you do have dual air conditioning vents, of course, adjustments here, a little digital screen for that. You've got some USB ports, and down here on the bottom, right there with that little latch that you can open, is a power outlet. And you have a panoramic moonroof that is very nice to see out of. You do have the automatic shade if you want to use the shade to keep too much heat from getting in during the summer, especially with the black color on this particular model. But overall, the interior is very comfortable here. Of course, you have the typical cup holders, the armrest, all the stuff you would expect back here. But let's get to where the real action is in the front seat. Okay guys, here in the front seat is the command center, and I'm telling you what, it's high-tech. If this is not something you're used to seeing, there's a lot here. Of course, you have the digital dashboard that you can change with a multitude of options there depending on how you want that to appear. And everything is done per screen from the steering wheel, at least, on the corresponding side. On the left-hand side, you control the instrument cluster. On the right-hand side, you control the center screen. The MBUX system in this vehicle is really, really neat and really, really useful. And of course, you can change the interior colors. You've got the shifter control, or the shifter paddles here on the steering wheel, and I like the size of those. I like that. Now, for those of you who are car fanatics, I have a question for you. What other vehicle has a similar shifter on the right-hand side of the steering wheel to what we see here in this model of Mercedes-Benz, and a lot of others as well? Tell me down in the comments if you know the answer to that question for a chance to win a Vehicle Visionary t-shirt. That's right, guys. And of course, you have the cup holders, you've got the dual zone climate control here, a lot of air conditioning vents, not only the several here in the front, but you've got 4 in the back. Not only the 2 on the rear console, but there's 2 more on the outside just inside the doors. Very, very comfortable for your passengers and you as the driver as well. And of course, you can go in and change the interior lighting a multitude of ways. A lot of colors here. I believe it's 64 total colors available, and a lot of different ways that you can use that. You can even set it up to just go through different colors as you're driving down the road, or just leave it on one color depending on your mood or whatever the situation may be. The steering wheel, of course, very comfortable here, as you would expect, a leather-wrapped steering wheel. You've got the Bombay doors here with more goodies inside. You've got space, you've got USB ports, and you have a lot of different options here. This isn't like some of the Mercedes-Benz that we've looked at that are from 2020 and older. With the MBUX system, not only do you have the trackpad that a lot of us have become used to and all the buttons and functionality there to go through all the information and telemetry and just a lot of great features here, but you also have a touch screen here with so many different features. I'm not going to take the time to go through all of those right now, but I am going to shoot a video in the near future that specifically covers the MBUX system. But I'm always interested in getting your feedback, guys. Tell me what you would like to see me cover on these Mercedes-Benz vehicles as far as the features and functionality. I'm trying to keep these videos from being too terribly long, but I'm going to work on doing some tutorial videos that are going to hopefully be 2 minutes or less, just real quick stuff. Tell me what you would like to see. I always like to know what it is all of you want to see who are so kind to take the time to watch my videos. I'd like to thank my friends here at Mercedes-Benz of Shreveport for being kind enough to loan me this Mercedes-Benz GLE 63S for the day. And like I said, all of you who are kind enough to watch my videos. As always, guys, I look forward to seeing you in my next video.